folks. We are back. Layers of the Culture, episode 48.
48.
This is Howie. My man with the plan on my left, maybe
This
his
is
right.
Kurt. Yes, sir. Kurt, what's up, y'all? You know what I mean? Yeah, man. We in the building. Episode 48, the first 48.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, everything is good. This is going to be a quick episode, like you said. So we just wanted to talk about a couple of different topics. Well, you know what? I feel like there was an RIP that we might need to mention. Hold on, let me check my notes here.
All right. Yeah, apologize about this. We kind of did this on the fly, folks. So
Yeah.
we got, while you looking for that, man, how's everything been going for you this past week?
Everything has been good, man. I'm just, I can't stress, enough, man. You make better decisions in life, you have a better life. You know what I mean? So I'm just, I stay out of trouble. I try to make the right decisions as best I can. I go to work, you know what I mean? Get these bills paid, you know what I mean? And come home to the missus, you know what I mean? So everything has been good, man. I cannot complain.
Man, Curtis, quit lying to the people. You know you be on that block. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sell them purple tops for my man.
Hey, man, we can't really talk about that, man. Not right now.
Oh man.
But I feel like there was somebody who passed away. Oh, Rob Bass.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That was a big one for me, man. I was like, yo, that's crazy. I mean, he was only 59.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that was huge, man, for me. I was like, yo, I knew he probably wasn't gonna be making music, but I don't know if he was dealing with some illness or anything. I really don't even know the cause of death. Have you heard anything about how he passed?
It's kind of funny because the last episode, we talked about Rob Bass. We didn't. I mean, I think we were talking about in just the lyrics. How Drake's lyrics were so whack and shit. It's like, I heard better shit from Rob Bass.
Right. Yeah, we sure did. We mentioned him right before, and I think it was like the next day after that.
Yeah,
heard that he had passed,
and it was kind of
dang.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. My brother-in-law, he's like, "Hey, man, you mentioned anything about Rob Bass on your show?" It's like, actually, I told him we mentioned him, but we didn't know he passed. It was just
right.
It was funny because
chance,
because we did that. That happened with and damn, I hope we ain't the podcast of killing motherfuckers. But when Shock G passed, on random, I was just rapping the Humpty, the Humpty dance.
Right.
Because that's my shit. I mean, shoot, I remember that joint when I was like 9 years old, and how crazy that song was, and that left such an impression on me. But yeah, Rob Bass, man, shoot, It Takes Two. Yeah, man.
Man. Classic.
Yes, sir.
Definitely a classic. So he will definitely be missed. I don't think he had a really large catalog, but he made a big impact on hip hop. You know what I mean? And he had his other song that did pretty good too, Joy and Pain. That he released after It Takes Two. Yeah. Pain. Come on.
Sunshine and rain. Give it to Rob Bass.
Yeah, man. That was a dope one too. I don't think it reached the heights that It Takes Two did, but it was still a good follow-up. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, rest in peace to Rob Bass. Let's give him a quick moment of silence just to pay our respects. All righty. That was great. I'm glad we got a chance to do that. I always want to pay respects to the, those who pass away and all that, especially in hip hop. I got a couple of things with new music, but before we get to that, how's everything been with you in your week?
Man, it's been pretty good, man. Shoot, didn't do much of anything. I think I don't know, last week I told you about the fires and stuff that happened in
Yep.
okay, so I did mention that. Okay. So yeah, other than that, like I mean, we just been pretty much chilling, just work and you know, like you said, coming home and
Yeah, man.
just working. Think, man, listen, a boring life is a good life. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, because man,
Yeah, man.
listen, I don't want all these damn problems and shit, man. Like
Right.
all these,
Exactly.
and you know, they already trying to make it tough for us. You know, with everything going on politically and stuff. I won't get into that, but they already making stuff rough for us. So yeah, man, I just
Yeah, man.
want to be left alone, man. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, man. My wife was just telling me about something she saw on the news where somebody got I think it was stabbed in the Walmart parking lot not too far from here,
Damn,
and over a parking space. You know what I mean? Fighting over a parking space.
damn,
I'm like, yo, people mental health is rampant nowadays. It's just crazy.
man. That,
You
when
don't know
they
who you're dealing with. They could seem like a nice little, even nerdy person and seem harmless, and y'all arguing over a car space, and they just black out, snap. You know
well,
what I mean?
I think a lot of it is mental. A lot of it is stress. I mean, with everything going, like I said, with everything going on, we working these jobs. Shoot, now it's just like, you had a couple of jobs, you were doing pretty good, you could get ahead, but now, hell, you got to work three jobs just to be broke. And
Yeah,
it's just like right now, it's like people are just wigging out, man, because the so called American dream, you know what I'm saying, is a nightmare
yep,
most, you know what I'm saying? And the thing of it is, we as black people been trying to tell folks, like, look, you know, it's kind of funny because one of my mom's friends, he's from Venezuela,
mm,
and he just thought that believed in the lie of America, like, yeah, America do this, and everybody's got a picket fence, like it's heaven on earth and shit. But don't talk to the
yep,
black people. Don't talk to them. And he kind of hung with us, and Venezuelans, they kind of funny around black people, but he, hung around us. And man, we pretty much showed him like this is different. You know what I'm saying? Like things are different.
yeah, yeah,
And
absolutely.
but yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like, we were, like I said, people are stressed out and they finally kind of seeing what it is to be like how to live like a low, like a, well, I'm gonna say black. I ain't gonna say the person of color because some person, but pretty much black folk. They like, damn, it's really that tough. Like, yeah, it's tough out here,
Yeah,
folks. It's tough
yeah,
out here, but hey, we keep going. That's all you can do. Just keep on going. Shoot.
absolutely, man, absolutely. Got to keep going, but yeah, man, I just thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
The whole story. But anyway, we'll go ahead and kind of jump in. I'll go ahead and give a couple of things on new music, and then we can kind of get into the question of the day after that.
Yep. Yep.
So, King Crooked is getting ready to drop some new music. Um, I believe I saw something where it says he was going to drop something called The Last Bar Bender, and I
Hmm.
thought that was kind of a clever title.
The last bar bending.
Let's see who else. Oh, my man's Mike D from the Beastie Boys. He releasing his first solo track called Switch Up.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and
Okay.
it's actually said it's co-produced by his sons. So I guess
Oh,
he
that's
getting the
what's
sons in the
up.
games. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. I said that's kind of dope.
Yeah, man.
Um, DMC from Run DMC, he dropped a new song. Actually, I didn't even realize it was about a month and a half ago. But he got all these classic rock and roll people on it: Travis Barker, Sebastian Bach, Mick Mars from Motley Crue, all these
Okay.
famous people, Duff McKagan. Um, and so the song, let me see, I forgot what it's called. She Gets Me High.
Okay.
And he brings back the whole Black Betty, Bam a Lamb, oh Black Betty, Bam a Lamb, and then uses part of that when she gets me high. So it's a pretty dope song. I actually kind of like it.
Okay.
Uh,
Give it a listen.
what'd you say?
I said I gotta give it a listen.
Yeah, definitely. Um, hold on one second. Mickey Fax released a song. Let's see here, rapping about the letter A. A
Okay.
lot of few artists have done that where they rap based on certain alphabets and letters and stuff like that. I know Saigon did it, Papoose did it. So it's
Master
about,
Ace.
huh?
Master Ace.
Master Ace, yep. So
Yeah.
yeah, Mickey Fax dropped something on the letter A, so that's kind of dope. Let's see here. What else we got? Jazzo, the one that
Okay.
came up that brought Jay-Z into the game, said he about to release new music. He didn't really give much on a snippet or anything like that. Just that he's releasing new music. Kid from Kid and Play, a couple months ago, he dropped the song called "The Tin Man," and we did mention it, but he's
Okay.
finally dropping a video for that. So that's going to be. I think it's actually out now. I haven't seen it, but I think it's out now. Run DMC just celebrated 40 years from when they released "Raising Hell."
Okay. That's what's
So
up.
yeah, that they've been doing a big press tour about that, and they got all types of merch on that, and signing autograph vinyls and stuff like that. It's dope. So let me see. Give me one more second. I want to check one other thing. I think I had some new music on one other thing here. All right, let's see. That might be it.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's about it actually. Okay. All right. So we can go ahead and jump into your question of the day if you would like.
All right. And this kind of goes on along with our topic um, about Drake. So the question today is metrics better than legacy?
I mean, I think it depends on what era you're born in. Because I know for me, coming up the way I did, metrics wasn't what you based your career on. I mean, yeah, it was good to have, good to say I went gold or I went platinum, whatever. Or but it was more so when you came up in my era, most rappers were just looking for the exposure to say I was able to play my music or tour in places like Japan and stuff like that. I got all around the world so that people could hear my music and appreciate it. Nowadays I think they're more into the metrics of it. Where they're like, oh well, you ain't good unless you went platinum, or you ain't good and unless you did this or went diamond or whatever. But
Or
that's how I see it.
or
But for
this
me,
artist is the best because he got more record sales than everybody else. I'm like, yep,
exactly.
but you're. I mean, to take a playbook out of, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but to
Nah,
take
you
a
good.
playbook off of Lord Jamar, um, that's one thing I did agree with him on. I mean, like, hell, if you got the machine behind you, you're supposed to sell the most.
Right.
I don't mean you the best. You supposed, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and just to jump into it, Drake, now just, he surpassed Michael Jackson as far as the hits. But realistically though, like I just, what I'm saying, even if it is in the metrics, I think it's one thing about Michael that I don't think Drake is going to do. Michael left something behind. Mike left a legacy. Yes, Mike
Yeah.
had the numbers. Don't get it twisted. He probably still listen. He the thing of it is, even though Drake got, he surpassed Michael with the hits, but realistically, I don't think, I don't think it's still a comparison. Shoot, Michael Jackson, you had to get out and get those records back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had to get up, and the thing of it is, even though, like, yes, Michael had the metrics, but he also had the legacy. He left something behind. I think people just get
Yeah.
so wrapped up into like, well, I got the most numbers, and it's just like, okay, and
Right.
I mean, rest in peace, Rob Bass. He may not have sold as much as Michael Jackson. He probably ain't got as streamed as Drake, but I can guarantee you he left an impact. I can damn guarantee.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then, sometimes I mean and that's what I'm saying. Like, okay. And the thing about Drake, what makes it sloppy with him, the whole metric, just like, Spotify just got caught with their pants down last week talking about well, we count the joints metrics, the metrics manually, and we kind of fucked up. And it's like and then like with Drake losing 50% of his streaming, it's like, is it,
Yeah.
even if he did surpass Mike, is it really legit? I
Right.
mean, that's the question
Exactly.
you have to ask.
Yeah. And I mean, also you gotta factor in, to me it's kind of like how people try to compare Jordan to LeBron. I think that's another whole nother topic. But to me, think about how Mike, his legacy came from a smaller amount of time. To Drake is just been in the game right around 20 years now. And
Yeah.
so he's just now getting to that point. It didn't take Mike 20 years to get those
Mm,
numbers that he got.
no, we
He was
didn't.
getting them right off the bat. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
that's why he had to go solo. It was like, yeah, the family thing is cool, but I have to explore my full talent. I can't reach that just doing the family thing.
yeah.
And so that to me is a bigger deal. And like you said, the impact that somebody leaves, like Rob Bass, I mean, that song came out in like 88 or something like that. It Takes Two. 88, 89, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And we are still hype over that song to this day. You can play that at any party and it'll go fucking nuts.
Yeah. You think
You
so?
know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's crazy. So it just it gets anybody amplified. You know what I mean? So just like the whole Max B and Big Daddy Kane, it's like it's no comparison. Why would you
No.
even try? Kane is going to have a legacy that will last forever. You know what I
Yep.
mean? One of the lines I love to quote from Kane, he said, "To be specific, I may die one day, but my rhymes will remain like a hieroglyphic."
Mm.
It's like, I mean, that says it all right there. You know what I mean? Even when he's long gone, people ain't gonna never forget about him.
No.
Nobody's gonna come back and quote Max B in that fashion or think about him 20, 30, 40 years later. And with Drake too. Now Drake has I will give him credit. He has made an impact, but not
Yeah.
a Michael Jackson impact. Not
No.
even a he may be a little bit closer to Kane's impact, but not even close to that. You know what I mean? So
No.
it's like he's gonna be remembered because he has a lot of catalog. He has a big catalog, so he feeds his fans what they want. You know what I mean?
So it's
Kane
really,
has a really smaller catalog, but people still talk about him to this day.
yes, and that's the thing too. Is just like, to me, Drake is as much as he tried to diss him and hate him for switching sides, him and LeBron kind of two sides of the same coin. Like, oh
Right.
yeah, LeBron's got the most. Yeah, I would be the baddest motherfucker in the league if I was in there
Yeah.
about 30 damn years. Yeah,
Right.
my number's gonna be. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Right.
I mean, I think that's the same with Drake. Drake been in there. I mean, don't get me wrong. He got some, like I said, he got some slaps. He got some stuff, but you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But I don't. To me, I don't think he has anything that's undeniable. Like Mike
Right.
got some shit that's undeniable.
Right.
Love it or hate it, when you hear boom, 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 when you hear that shit, I'm bad.
Exactly.
And then
Exactly.
damn Billie Jean is not my lover. Come on, shoot.
Yes,
You hear
sir.
that
Yes,
shit?
sir.
Undeniable. I mean,
Undeniable.
man, I mean, that's the thing too. Like, I spoke with my coworkers, and I think I said this on here. Um, you know, usually back in, usually when you listen to music, you can kind of tell which era it's in, and you can kind of tell like when music leaves an era and like they go into like the next, well, I'll say a decade, like it'll leave a decade, like for instance the 70s. Some of the music from the 80s will still kind of have that 70 funk to it. Like
Right.
they'll still have that, because they're still trying to figure out the sound,
Right.
what I'm saying, today's sound. So they still kind of got, some like from 1980 and all that stuff. It's got a little bit of 70s to it. Like, okay, I could tell that's early 80s, blase blase. Michael Jackson, when he did Thriller, and this shit was in 82, he said, this is the 80s.
Yeah.
Think about that shit. He
Yep.
he he said this is the 80s. The
Exactly.
sound, like that's undeniable 80s. You can think that's like the Thriller joint. You can think that might have been like 86, 87, 80. Well, I'll say 85. 85, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that it was 82, like like it really changed the whole landscape of the music, in my opinion. Now, granted, the 90s, not so much. I think the 90s, you still had a bit of the 80s feel. Like, I don't think there was really anybody, and to my knowledge, that said, hey, this is the 90s off rip.
Right.
Now, I think 95, 96 kind of solidified this is what the 90s sound like. In
Right.
my opinion. I
Absolutely.
might be wrong about that, but I think that's how I look at it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
man,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, Drake ain't got nothing like that. Drake ain't got, to me, he don't have anything that solidified well, and granted too, all that ain't his fault, because the decade stuff was kind of like when we was coming up. We had 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, you could count the 2000s, but kind of 2000s is kind of like in a weird spot. But the
Yeah. Yeah.
2010s, you really can't. There's no decade. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
Yeah.
just like and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Drake didn't really have anything to define, like, to me, a decade. I
I
mean,
agree. I agree. But yeah, I mean, and I congratulate him on, you know, surpassing or whatever Michael Jackson's records and all of that. It is what it is. Cool, good for you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He's got a lot of songs that a lot of people like. It's not, like I said, it's not a big thing for me, but anybody who can get to that level of surpassing numbers, I get it. You know what I mean? It's a
yeah,
big thing. So congratulations to him. I'm just never been into those types of songs that he makes.
no, and that's what I'm saying. Like even if he do surpass him, like, so what? It took you fucking 20 years to do the shit.
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah, it's like at some point
really
it's
don't.
gonna happen.
Yeah, so really, to me, it don't really make you great, to me, because I mean, even I mean, let's even with Kendrick Lamar. even though like I mean I can't compare him to Michael. But Kendrick to me at least got some shit that's undeniable.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
so
It's
and the thing of it is he been in the game less than Drake.
right. Exactly.
And he got more
Exactly.
undeniable, more solid stuff, in my opinion. I mean, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And that's not me trying to be, everybody, oh no, man, he's over here glazing Kendrick, over here, you know what I'm saying? You looking crusty and shit. You ain't getting
Yeah.
no bitches, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I mean, I'm just being for real. To me, you know Kendrick's damn like, well, yeah, damn, and humble, pimp, we gonna be all right. Like those are definitive moments. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, it's kind of like the LeBron thing. You know what I mean? You've been in the game so long, it's about time you started getting some sort of accolades.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
that's
that
what I'm
you
saying. Like
right.
you've been in there long as shit, talking about some, yeah, I surpassed Michael. Like motherfucker, you supposed to at this point.
Exactly. By this point, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be
Like,
making a lot of money, the
yeah,
pay rates have increased, all of that shit. You're
yeah,
supposed to be doing
whoop
some
de,
sort of numbers.
yeah. In the words of damn Young Thug, whoop de doo.
Right. Exactly.
Oh
So
shit.
yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I said, I don't hate on Drake or anything.
Oh
Like
no,
I
no,
said,
no,
it's just not my taste when it comes to music.
no.
And I think he came at a good time as far as with mental health and being on the rise and all of this. People, a lot more what they call it, the emo people or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That shit that he does works perfect for them kind of people because they're always swimming in their emotions and feelings, not knowing how to process certain shit. So his music is a big outlet for those types of people, and that's more so on the rise these days. You know what I mean? People don't know how to handle those inner feelings and emotions, so they just look for some sort of outlet. And
yeah.
you always sad or something. So then some rapper comes out and says, I got a song called I'm Sad. You're like, oh, I can relate to that. You know what I mean? You upset about something. He got a song, I'm upset. I'm upset. You're like, oh, I can relate to that. You know what I mean? So it's just easy to latch on to that type of shit. But like I said, it is what it is. Did we have some other topics we wanted to go over?
Yeah, we could talk about a DJ Head real quick.
Yeah,
Sam.
you were telling me about that because I didn't really know much about it. So yeah, tell us more about that.
So, and that's Kendrick DJ. He went, I think he went to some show. I can't remember, but he was like, "Yeah, man, we censored the disses out of the, Drake's too hard for the radio," and I'm like, "Why?" You
Right.
know what
What's
I'm
the
saying?
point?
Like that shit's just crazy to me. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, I don't even see what the point of that is. Somebody should have just told him leave that shit alone. That's a waste of time.
So I mean, that's the thing about that. It's just like, I mean, with all the disses in hip hop and stuff, like I said on the phone with you, hell, Easy when damn Ice Cube came out with No Vaseline. I mean, hell, the song was pretty much damn near just dropped, and Easy E was in the club when it came on, singing along with it and shit. Like, damn, like what? Hey, it's it's whatever.
That's what you call humble. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
don't see a whole lot
it's
of that
like, dude,
nowadays.
like, hey, you got us, shit.
Right.
You know
It
what I'm
is what it
saying?
is.
Like, I mean that's the thing, man. It's just now it's just everybody's trying to be all soft and like, oh, we don't want to offend and just a bunch of pussy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, nah, get out there. This is art, man. Like, you gotta come if you this is the way you feel about certain things. I mean, and then that's the thing too with that. I mean, I'm not too much of a fan of the song, but Drake at the same time got to speak his truth. He got to speak his side. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way he want to do it. It's art. I mean, that's what he got to do. And you know, I mean, I respect that. I don't, like I said, I'm not a super fan of the song. But at the same time, like, you know, I wouldn't be like, oh, if I'm a DJ, I'm not gonna try to cut out the disses and shit.
Right. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he, you know what I'm saying? Especially him being, you know, in LA and all that stuff. Nah, you need to oh no, this is what homie said. Cause if I was a DJ, oh, this is what homie said about us. He said this about, you know, he said this about our homeboy, and he said that about us. What, you know, what we gonna do about that? You know what I'm saying? That's how I approach it. Not no, oh, we gonna, you know, it's a good record, we gonna cut it out. So
right.
you know, people won't feel
Yeah,
people don't feel
that
hurt.
just don't make
They
no
can
sense.
squeeze they Charmin and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Squeeze the Charlotte.
Squeeze the
Yeah,
Charmin.
man. That's crazy to me, man. I don't even know why he would have done something like that. That just don't make no sense to me.
No, it don't. I mean, because that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, with hip hop and stuff, like, it's just, like, how much are we going to be, like, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop, when we were coming up, listen to it, used to be raw. You know, it used to be, you know, hey, this is this, we're gonna do this, you know, but now it's just, you know, you gotta step on eggshells and shit. And you
Right,
can't talk about certain people. And if you do talk about those certain people, you might disappear.
right.
Whoever they may be.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, man. And you know, real quick, I want to apologize because from last week's episode, I noticed when I was editing, a lot of my parts of the video kept freezing up real bad. So it was times where I was just sitting there, just you know, or just stuck in some weird position or some shit like that. Yeah. I was like, damn. So I want to apologize if anybody caught that. It was like all through the video. I think you only saw about 20% of my movement. It would like pause for like 6-7 minutes, and then you see me start talking again and moving. Then it pause again for another 5 to 10 minutes. I'm like, fuck. So my bad, y'all.
Yeah, it happens, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
But
you know, it is what it is. You know. But yeah, you know, so we appreciate y'all checking us out. You know, once again, this is episode 48. Please, you know, do us a favor, smash them buttons, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
We need funds.
Allocated.
But oh yeah, and speaking of I know we talked a little bit about LeBron, so I'm gonna use that to segue. Speaking of the NBA,
yeah,
my Knicks have made it to the finals, boy. Let's go! Yes. I'm excited about that, man. You know, it's been a long time for us, man.
Been a long, yes. We've been since '73.
Well, we the championship was in '73, but we went to the finals in '99 when Larry Johnson was still playing for us.
Yeah,
but we didn't win, but we went to the finals at '99. So yeah, so it's been a minute. So at least we made it to the finals, even if we don't win. You know, just making it to the finals, man. That's a big ass accomplishment. You know, thanks to Brunson. You know, who a lot of people counted out when he first came to the Knicks. They was like, he ain't gonna help them. You know, he ain't gonna do it. And now he like the MVP all the fucking time.
Dang.
So, hey, you know, just that was just off topic. You know, I can't help but be excited, man. I've been keeping up with the games for a while. You know, I wasn't watching for a good while because, you know, they was on such a losing streak. But I was like, you know what, I got to support my team. And I started watching again, and they slowly started creeping back up, man. So I'm proud of them dudes, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to
proud of them dudes. I got to get me a Knicks jersey. I ain't had one in a long time. I had one when I was a teenager, but I ain't had one since. So
damn, my man had to get. You gotta get a new. Damn, I thought you had one in the closet that you done. Cobwebs and shit got on. I
nah.
got dust this shit off.
Yeah, that was like high school days. You know what I mean? So I don't even know what the fuck happened to that. Probably threw it away at some point, but that was like I think it was Ewing. I had a 33 jersey at that time.
You probably got sweat and shit on that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Some sweat, a little bit of everything. So
yeah,
but anyway.
wait till the Hornets get up in the final. I'm gonna get my shit out the closet. I got vacuum.
Hey.
I got vacuum the dust off my shit.
Hey, you know, I mean, I love my man's Larry Johnson, man. I was hoping that he would be able to get him somewhere. You know, they got to the finals, but you know, they never won that championship. So
yeah,
I'm happy that we're getting closer and closer. So because Larry Johnson was one of my favorites, even though he came out of Charlotte.
oh yeah,
he was one of my favorites. You know what I mean? As far
Grandmama,
as just, huh?
Grandmama.
Yeah, Grandma used to love those joints, man. Dunking on people like crazy. That dude was a beast, man. He was like, my favorite player has always been Barkley. Even though he wasn't on New York, you know, he was just like an all-around just good player. You know, he could slam it on you, he could guard, he could shoot threes, you know, he could do a little bit of everything.
Yep.
And Larry Johnson was pretty close to that, you know what I mean? He came in clutch whenever they needed him, you know what I mean? When shit got rough, you know, he might be able to hit a little jump shot three. And if they needed him down in the paint, you know, he'll slam it on you. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to, you know, congratulate my boys, New York. You know what I mean? Can't let it go without being said, man. The Knicks is fucking
100
doing
guns,
that
100
thing.
clicks. I'm from New York.
You know what I mean? I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York. Yes, sir. But yeah, man. But yeah, that was pretty much all I had, man. Just want to throw that in there. And again, we appreciate y'all, you know, for checking us out. Did you have anything else you want to drop before we wrap it up?
Nah, I think that's it, man. Like I said, this is gonna be a quick one. Yeah, just be on the lookout, everybody. We might yeah, life is life right now, but I'm gonna try to get an album review. We're gonna try to do the Drake's 3 albums, and we're gonna try to do we definitely gonna try to do Do or Die.
Yeah, we have to. If nothing else, we got to do Do or Die 3.
Yeah, we gotta do that one.
So that's gonna go down in the books, man. That's like I don't think I had no skips on there. You know what I mean? It was nothing that I was just listening to, and I was
that's
like,
that's what I was about to say. AZ, another example. Matrix may not be up there.
Yeah.
He definitely made an impact.
Absolutely. That dude will be talked about 50 years from now. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all checking us out once again. This has been episode 48. This is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we'll see y'all on the next one, all right?
Peace.
Peace.